You can authorize me again.
Yeah, I think it should have passed.
Oh,
I mean, it should have gone now, but let me
okay.
just check. Yeah, it say that you need the content. Okay, so welcome everyone to today's podcast. This month, the topic is called Everything is Energy, or Energy is Everything into Everything. And for for this month, I have guest. The first guest is Elena Piroud, and she's going to tell us a bit more about the topic of K-power, what it is, and how she met it into her life, how it just crossed the path that this become her mission. And welcome, Ellie. Thank you for accepting my invitation. Just tell us who are you, what you do, where are you from, where you live if you want. Just tell us a little bit about you, and then we will go into more details about how you met K-Power.
Okay. Hey, hello, R.A.D.K.A. Hello, everyone. Absolute pleasure to be here. A bit about myself first. I'm Elena. I'm a certified teacher, coach, and K-Power instructor, and I'm helping professionals to achieve high levels of well-being and add extra tools to their practices with clients. I do this with the help of the unique method K-Power and coaching, which is unique combination to achieve your goals and walk your potential and make positive transformation to happen. Originally, I'm from Bulgaria, but I live in UK for the past almost 10 years now. Um, about K-Power, I met it a couple of years ago. I'm very deep into the field of well-being, personal development, etc., from a very young age. And during my life, I met many different methods, practices, techniques. Some of them I'm using, some of them I'm just familiar with, depends. But a couple of years ago, with the pandemic, I crossed my path with the method K-Power. When the pandemic hit, it happened that I stayed home, everything was closed, and this, in short, led me to a situation where I started to have depressions and depressive thoughts. I started to feel down. I went into a hole. It was a moment also when I was looking for myself. I always knew that I want to start something myself. I want to create something and to do something myself. I just didn't know how. And that's how I met with the method on a first base, because I was looking to help myself to go out of those depressions and depressive thoughts, because I said I cannot leave myself this to affect myself, my life, to affect my family as well. I started going to the methods and techniques I already knew, or I already was using, and like this. I found this method. I was impressed how fast it is acting, and how fast actually you can feel the results applying this method and using it. And I decided that I need to get certified so I can use it, practicing myself and spread it, and get more people familiar with this method.
Excellent. Can I ask you here a few questions to go into
Sure.
a little like discussion about the pandemic? You said something really interesting. Many people actually found like being in a hole, either stressed, either depressed, either with anxiety, from the fact that their freedom is taken. Everybody was affected in a
Absolutely.
different manner, but most of those people, if not all, I wouldn't say all. Actually, most of those people have found a solution there into personal development or spirituality, and their way started to navigate in a different direction. It just started to take a different pathways, leading us to today. But many couldn't do that that change. They couldn't grasp that moment. Actually, the things went really into more and more worse situations rather than improving. I want to share here something with the listeners that I wasn't depressed. I was the opposite of you, anxious. But due to family, kids, and looking after them alone, working, studying, all of that, it just hit me in the other diapason. So I'm going down, I exploded. And the interesting bit with me was that during the pandemic, I didn't worsen. Actually, that was the first moment when I managed to stop. The whole world was walked, and it was like me, because until then somehow I was doing so many things, but I felt like my freedom was taken or I was locked, because I didn't have any time for myself. And as well, because I'm coming from another country, I don't have any support here. So that support was taken from the people, and for first time they experienced what I was experiencing. And I have been already to all that inner journey, and somehow everything become equal. But what I wanted to say here is that I didn't feel down or up at that time because I stopped. I managed to grasp straight away that whatever I needed. This is when I met yoga and then the coaching, that I do teach today. And why I'm saying that is because many people listening to us now, they have been to either anxious situations, either, depressed situations, and those of them
Absolutely.
who managed to grasp that thing and, managed to swim above, if you want to say the sea level, that's great. But those of them who didn't manage to do that or weren't sure, they were a lot more fear, doubt, and scarcity. If you hear this conversation now, that's mean that probably it's a time you to awake or to start listening more to that courage inside of you instead of digging over there into the doubts and the scarcity. And I had different methods. Elena had the K power, but all of us have been through some journey, and all of the world have been through an inner journey. It's just we were tested on a big scale. So it's this is the whole podcast idea is exactly because that to bring awareness and to facilitate change through those discussions, conversations, different methodologies and topics, what people experience or have experienced and how they have made their transformation. Now I would like you to tell us a bit more about the method and how it helped you. Why exactly that method? You said that you tried different things, and what you said there, something as well very interesting, was that you wanted to start something your own. Did you used to work for somebody else, or did you
Yes, I
used to be a
used to work.
housewife? Okay, what did
Not
you
a
do?
housewife,
Yeah,
absolutely not. I mean, I was this as well as a part of the
of
picture
course.
who I am. But well, I have a family and children. But I also was working, yes, till this moment, I was working, probably that's a good one to explain. I was working for someone else, like an employee, like most of us, but I knew it was not enough for me. I just felt it was not enough for me. And for a long time already, I wanted to start something myself, like my own business, to do something, just didn't know how and to what exactly. Till this time, when together with the K Power, I started a coaching course. Then I started practicing both because it just happened naturally with me. But the combination of those two, like I said, it's really giving absolutely great results. And I can see this from my clients. My clients are seeing it working with their clients. So this is something which we can see and track down respectively. But you also said interesting things. And in addition to what you have said, for me, it's important not only to bring awareness, but also to let the people know that someone out there was experiencing or is experiencing something they're going through at the moment, probably. And they have support, and that support is just a hand distance. I mean, if you want to, you can get rid, if I can use this word, of those emotions and feelings. And you don't need to feel all those feelings. Or if you see that something's wrong, no matter this is depression, anxiety, or both, or something else, or you're just down and you need help and support, there is help and support available out there, and you don't need to go through something by yourself.
Yeah, that's true. That's really true. Thank you for saying that. What did you used to work, if you don't mind me asking, or if you want to
I
share,
don't
of
use
course.
no, not at all. I was
Yeah.
working as an admin assistant into the administration.
Okay. And then from working in an admin, becoming a coach, how this, I mean, how this
It's
happened to
been
be?
like I said at the beginning, it's been in the background for me for a long time.
I
I,
see.
since
Okay.
very young age, I'm in the field of personal development, well-being, etc., etc. Till nowadays, those are 30 years and more. Whatever methods I can put my hands in, or I can learn, or get familiar with, or practice, or use it. I'm also using different methods. I'm there, I'm just doing it. I'm constantly improving myself in order to help my clients and people I work with. So that's, it happened naturally. I already had quite extensive knowledge. I just needed the certificate to practice. And obviously, with everything shut down, the moment came.
Yeah.
So I jumped into a course, and it was pretty much the same time I jumped into the course with the K-Power, getting myself to know how this acts. One of the best things with this method is, of course, I will walk you through and explain a bit more, but one of the things I like with this method is that you use it and you apply it after my supervision, and you apply it on yourself and your body, so you can see for yourself. I don't need to convince you in anything. I'm just explaining what is it and how is it and what we are doing, the essentials of the method. But then I'm guiding you to apply to your to your own body by yourself. So you can see the difference yourself, you can feel it, and then realize what's happening.
Okay. And now I want to ask as well. You said that there were so many other methods that you had or you tried. Why exactly
Absolutely.
this one? Why? Because I know
Because
that you
it's
really you teach others how to do it as well. Why exactly this one stand out for you? What was the golden nugget in it that make you,
the
really
result.
shiny? Yeah.
Many things, but what is like you're saying, the one of the golden nuggets is the results. That you can see the results not in a month or so, but pretty much depends on the different people. Everyone's different, and their issues or challenges they're dealing with are different. Some are with deeper issues and challenges, some need just a bit of work. But what I'm trying to say is that usually you can see results like either in a matter of hours or in a matter of a couple of days. And they're coming into your life, not into mine, because you are actually applying this method on yourself. And this is energy method. We are balancing the fine energies in our body. That's what we're doing. But that was one of the golden nuggets for me. I've seen results myself pretty much hours after I finished the course. And then one of the recent cases I'm working with, I have a client, and she called me. She said that she's down, things were not good. We literally did the method while I was outside, and then when I came back, we just met in Zoom like we're doing now, and I guided her what to do, how to do it, which cycle to apply, which was exactly for her situation at the moment. That's the other things which is good of this method as well. And we applied one of the epigenetic healing cycles, and then it was late in the evening for her. The other day she texted me, I don't know what you've done with me, but this is magic. And I was like, okay, what's going on here? And then she told me what happened, that she's being very down, etc., etc. But then in the morning she woke up, she started working on her projects, and she started moving in her own direction.
Excellent. That's really good. What I was going to ask you, yeah, another one. Can you tell me, did you start straight away, like applying it to clients and teaching once you qualified, or it took you some time in doubt and trial and error, before you to start using it as a practitioner? I mean, like,
Mm-hmm.
because
It
there are
took me a
many
bit.
coaches like us who they qualify and they're not sure which one to choose, how to do it, if to do it. They're scared even to try, and
Very good one.
I really want
Very
to
good one.
open this as well a bit more, to expand
Absolutely.
on that.
Very good one. Exactly for the reasons you just highlighted. Uh, it took me a bit of time, but then the thing which gave me the courage to start doing it is knowing how great the method is, what benefits people can have from it, and also this method is giving you, if you're a coach or any other practitioner in the field out there, no matter you're a holistic practitioner or whatever practitioner you are, this method is giving you the tools, the way you can start applying it right away with yourself, with the people you work with, or if you already have a practice, it's absolutely amazing addition to your practice. This is additional tool. For example, I'm working with people from all over the world pretty much. Recently, I had a woman, she's a psychologist in France, and she contacted me because she added it exactly as addition to her practice, already existing practice.
Excellent. And now tell us a bit more about the actual K-Power, the actual method, what it is and why, because you're so fascinated about it.
Absolutely, yeah, for many reasons. Again, I'm using it in combination with other methods and techniques. But here I will share my screen because I have a presentation for you. Of course, I will walk you through, I will explain it, and I will tell you a bit more about the method itself. Just a second, I'm opening my presentation. Probably you see my screen already, yeah? Okay, thanks. K-Power is wonderful, like I said, as addition to your already existing practice, or on itself, depends on you and your own needs. It's great to unlock your potential, make a positive transformation, achieve your goals. A bit about me, I already said this, the method itself. One of the other good things is that the method is a holistic method. It looks at us as a whole, like body, mind, spirit, emotions, very important, emotions as well, all those together, because like we'll see in a bit, the emotions are affecting our genes and our DNA expression. The method has been created by Dr. Bruce and his wife Joan Yu. Later on, she has helped the method to be spread along the globe and more people to get to know the method, as well as she was also teaching future instructors. The method itself, it's in a way taking from the Chinese medicine. Why taking? I'll explain exactly what we mean here. We know that in the Chinese medicine, the life energy qi is flowing through our body through certain channels or meridians. Those channels or meridians are actually corresponding to organs and certain organs in our body with K-Power. And when somewhere that Y force energy or Qi is not flowing freely in our body or in certain organ, that's when how problem starts to occur. Left for a long time, those problems appears on a physical level as diseases, unfortunately, and health issues and problems. By using the 5 epigenetic healing cycles of K-Power, I'll explain what is each one of those. We are actually bringing the life force energy into balance. We're bringing it back into balance. Also, the method is using applied kinesiology. The kinesiology, this is the study of the movement of the energy. And by simply pressing, but firmly, but not like adding a lot of pressure in a way that it will hurt us, we are stimulating certain points in our body. Those points, again, they're not random points, but they're corresponding to certain organs. And what we learn about the method, that it is using 5 epigenetic healing cycles, which are harnessing the power of the circulation of the life energy from the energy wheel. Again, from the Chinese medicine, we learned that our DNA is not our destiny, and by simply changing the way we think, feel, eat, changing our perceptions and behaviors, we can actually moderate and redirect our own gene expressions. But little by little, one by one, K-Power works with epigenetic, or how they call it, the new medicine, the new genetics. We all know, I guess, that the genetic is the, like, of course, in general set, this is the science for the genes in our body. Then the epigenetic, from the Greek word epi, not, above, means something above, like I said, or something which is above the genetics. Or the epigenetic, this is the study of the changes in the genes activities, which doesn't include alterations to the genetic code, but still get passed down to at least one of the next generations. Then the genome is the complete set of DNA in our body, and the epigenome, again from the Greek epi, above, is controlling the genome through the so-called epigenetic taxon markers. Those epigenetic taxon markers are playing the role of switches in our body. They are controlling the genome, and they're telling the genome what to do exactly, from which cells, for example, to create a heart, from which cells to create muscles, etc., etc. Those epigenetic taxon markers are signals from the environment with a simple word set, and they are nothing else than our thoughts, emotions, what we eat, think, what we take as food and supplements. Are we taking supplements? What types exactly? All those are the epigenetic tags or markers. Study from the 80s, from the last centuries, are showing that the way we respond to the surrounding environment defines our genetic expression. The information is actually flowing both ways, from our DNA and to our DNA, or from the cell and to the cell. Our genes can be activated and deactivated through signals from the environment, which, like we said, are our thoughts, feelings, emotions. The Dr. Bruce Lipton is saying that each cell in our body has a certain type of consciousness, and this type of consciousness is in the cell membrane, or I wrote brain because it refers to brain as well on purpose. It's written brain. Like we said, Dr. Bruce Lipton, and specifically in his book, Biology of Belief, he is saying that actually the true secret of life is not in our DNA, but in the mechanism of the cell membrane. Each cell membrane has receptors which are receiving the signals from the environment, and this mechanism controls the readout of our genes. Our cells decides to read or not to read the signal of the environment, the genetic code, depending on the received signals from the environment. Dr. Bruce Dew, the creator of the method K-Power, is saying that those signals includes not only the signals from inside of us, like thoughts and emotions, but from our environment as well, as behavior and things like this. Realizing this is putting us on the driver's seat, because that realizing that we, by controlling our emotions and from negative turning it and bringing it back to positive, we're actually affecting our genes. Important thing is that we want to turn on our genes for longevity, wellness, and vitality, and turn off our genes for aging and death. Our genetic profile is not actually your destiny, and things what very often we think we inherit from parents, grandparents, etc., back in the generations, we can actually change our genes expressions by the things we think, say, do, ponder in our hearts, or things which we do or we do not do. Thanks to the epigenetic tags or markers, factors from the environment, such as diet, stress, physical activities, exercises, like we said, prenatal feeding, and all those can leave the imprint on our genes. We all know that even on a physical level, when we are healthy, calm, we are not under pressure, we are unlocking the hormone of happiness. Vice versa, when we are under stress, fears, anxiety, whatever it is as negative emotions or feelings, we are unlocking the cortisol, or the hormone of stress. And this leads to not a very good processes in our body, even on a physical level, like we can see. K-Power works with 5 epigenetic healing cycles. Which one exactly to use according to your situation and what you want at the moment as issue. This we find out with a simple body muscle test. Our body is very wise, and if we learn to listen to our body, actually we can save ourselves quite a few things. But back to our cycles, like we said, K-Power has 5 epigenetic healing cycles. The first one is called resilience. It is helping us to release stress, increase the emotional resilience, the ability to bounce back, and help release buried emotions. The second cycle is called Vesuvius. It is used to release unexpressed, self-punishing behavior and inappropriate outbursts. This cycle is used, there was an experiment with teenagers, and we know that the teenage years are very challenging, or might be very challenging, and it's been used and applied with teenagers, and the results are that this cycle specifically is very helpful for those bursting emotions during those years as well. Can be used very successfully. The third cycle is called self-soothing cycle. It is used when there is overactivity in the brain. We know when those overactivity leading even to burnouts, when we cannot switch off our brain, we're going to bed, but we're still under the influence of emotions or whatever is happening or happened to us during the day. The self-soothing cycle is very good for those types of emotions to be calmed or soothed. Then the fourth one is the lymphatic force cycle, very strong cycle. It is used to clean and to take out the toxins, including toxin emotions from our body, stress as well. Like I'm saying here, holding negative feelings and emotions is resulting to even in body muscle pain. And our muscles are holding that pain. Using the cycle actually helps a lot to release this pain as well, and again to take out the toxins from our body. And the last cycle is the chi cycle. This is a meridian cycle used to release stress and to restore the harmony in the energy system of our body. In K-Power, we work with 5 main groups of fears. Those are universal fears, job-related stresses, and relationship issues. The 5 groups are the first one, 12 most common universal fears. Then we have 10 universal fears among men. Then we have 10 universal fears among women. Those here are 8, I'm sorry, I missed the number 8, career and work stresses. And the last group is 25 most common relationship issues, which we have. And that's in short for the method. Thank you.
Excellent. What I was going to say, it's so much information. Actually, you flew to it now. But so the main things are that people can deal with their fears around certain different areas, like I can see relationship, job, stress, which is work, yeah, and man, woman, which is great. And we can do it through testing our body, as far as I understood, something like muscle test, yeah.
Absolutely. Body
And
muscle
then
test.
yeah, and if you can come a bit up, there are 5 cycles, yeah, those
Absolutely.
cycles that can be used actually in the different, probably to fit different,
Situations,
yeah,
issues.
fears and situations, yeah.
Whatever issue you have and you're worried, we're using the
Yeah.
body muscle test to find out where exactly we have tension, blockages, or where exactly our energy is stuck. And then again, applying a body muscle test, we are finding out in our situation which one of those 5 is suitable for us to apply and to use for that exactly certain situation.
So you
Like you said,
mean
no
that
matter it is.
actually, sorry to interrupt you. Sorry, thought you
No
finished.
problem. Just
You,
wanted to say
yeah,
that no matter we have whatever issue or challenge we have, it is fear, blockages, or something is wrong with our partner or our colleagues, we can find out exactly what's coming up by body muscle test. Again, this is very simple test. We just need to listen our body. We need 5 minutes and pretty much we are setting up the first steps.
this is what I wanted to include, that actually you're not telling the client what day to do or which of those
No,
cycles they to choose. Actually,
no,
their body knows the answers. You mean that
absolutely,
this is something like even not intuition, their body, actually the physical body knows the answer, and it is choosing it. This is
absolutely.
what you're saying, yeah?
Yes, with simple words, yes. I'm not telling answers because I'm not a fortune teller or any of those. Our body is very wise, and like I said, if we learn to listen it, we'll say for ourselves quite a few things. Why with the body? Because our mind, under the influence of thoughts, the ego, of course, and all those might take us in a direction it wants itself. With the body muscle test, we're pretty much turning off the brain and we feel our own body, what our own body is doing, respectively, reading what the body is telling us.
That's so interesting. Now here you mean that the body and the mind are two separate things.
Yes and no. That's quite a situation and topic where we can spend the evening here. Just for the purpose of then we know that they are both together and connected, and they affect each other in many ways. That's what I think it is. Of course, everyone is free to think whatever they think, and there's nothing bad with it. Just because like I said, our mind under the force of ego can take us to a certain direction. That's why when we're doing the body muscle test, it's good like to try to calm ourselves down and just to see what our body is doing. You will feel it because I'm explaining and walking you through. So you know what you're doing, of course.
Yeah, that was interesting. I'm wondering, is the ego then something else? It's not the mind, it's not the body, so it is on its
It's
own as
all.
well.
It's all for me. I take and like at the beginning, it's a holistic method, not separate parts, but body, mind, soul, emotions, feelings. Even us, like the method is explaining, and this is not something I have created. This has been clinically proven, specifically speaking about the signals of the environment and our behavior. There was an experiment in a laboratory where a scientist took a bacteria which is known that doesn't use the lactose. I don't know why they chose that one, but that was the experiment they're explaining. And the scientists knew this kind particular bacteria doesn't eat lactose. But they isolated this bacteria on those, excuse me, I forgot the name of those trial glasses they're using in the
glasses,
clinical. Yeah, imagine two separate glasses in a laboratory. They put exactly this type of bacteria, and they also, on that same glass, they put exactly cells with lactose or elements with lactose. They were surprised to find that in a couple of days, the bacteria, in order to survive, started eating the lactose and started to spread and grow.
That's really interesting, isn't it?
Absolutely. It's written in the textbook. It's not something I'm creating.
Yeah, would you like to remove that so I can see you and the people
Yes.
can see you? I don't know if they can see you, but yeah, now they can see you. And yeah, because it's in a small window. I don't know if they see mine or yours or what they see, but yeah, the question here was that if that's applying for a simple cell, what about a human being?
Mm-hmm.
Like, if a human being is put in a certain environment, it is going to start acting in that certain environment just because the environment is there, even though you
In
mean
order for
that
the
the
human being to
person
survive.
to survive, yeah, even though that it is not in his nature, so to survive he need to do that.
Exactly.
So now
Yes,
if
and
we
the
have
person
to,
will adjust.
yeah, if we have to think then on a, I mean, if we have to fly above and we become like the eagle and to look at the world about the wars, the politicians, and the way we behave as a human species, does it mean that the way we behave, the way we accept things or don't accept things, they depend from our neighborhood, our school, our political system, our cultural system? And is there a way where actually we have a choice to change that, or because
Yes.
we are not one cell on that mirror glass, we're
No.
all connected in this way? Do you
Absolutely.
think this is just a question towards you because there isn't another people way to make a discussion. But do you think that if few of us start to change or grasp their own way, internal way of living and beliefs, that I mean, the world can be changed to a better place, if you want to say
I
this.
think yes, and we start to see it and notice it more and more because you said we are all connected. If we're talking and speaking from an energy point of view, we are all connected, and like K-Power is teaching us, if we change our thoughts and beliefs, we can affect our genes, but not only this, we can start making that positive transformation and that change we all need. But yes, for me, yes.
Yeah, now I see why you like this method so much. That's really, really good. By the way, Ellie is my teacher on that method. I'm qualified, but every single time, I spend time with her. I get to know the method more and more in depth, exploring it more and more with conversations like that. And I think they're absolute must those conversations because they take me as a student, I'm telling you, on another level, definitely. This discussion, for example, I could have asked you a lot more questions to dig deep because there are different understandings that I have, from you on certain levels, but I decided to stop it here as we'll go over time massively again. So what I was going to ask you now is, yes, who do you work with? Tell me. Do you work with individuals, groups, or I don't know, what
Both.
do you do?
I work both with groups and individuals. In groups, I'm teaching the method as a course, and with individuals, I'm working very successfully to help with different challenges or issues different individual might have. And we are using it depends. Again, I'm combining coaching with the method. If necessary, I'll use other techniques as well, practices, sorry. For example, I had someone yesterday and she was like, let's do the method. And I was, okay, we'll do it. But unfortunately, we didn't have time because she had to run. But I was like, next time. But it happened with her that we have to make a meditation to soothe her for something which has happened in the past to her. And she got stressed. Those are emotions. But next time, together with the method, this will be an additional tool to help us release those emotions, embrace those emotions, and let them go so she can move on.
I see. So this is so you work as a coach with a client, and as well you said you teach the method to others.
Yes.
What others can do once they graduate from your school? Let's say
Different
this
things.
way. Like what?
I love this. I love this. They can do different things depending on themselves and where exactly they are in life or business or both. If you're a professional, for example, you can absolutely successfully add this method as additional to your already existing practice. You can also use the method on its own if you want to, if you like to. Just a second.
Yes, while Ellie came, so
Sorry about
yeah.
that.
Are you
Sorry.
back? Yeah?
I'm back. Sorry about that.
Okay.
The
It's okay,
child,
it's
of
okay.
course.
Don't worry. I was going to say something and I
Sorry for interrupting.
no, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah.
And then back for what we can do. Like I said, either it's an additional tool to your already existing practice, or by itself, or in a combination, or you can pass the course with me and become instructor yourself. Absolutely up to you and your needs and how do you feel. You can use the method according to your own needs.
Excellent. What I was going to ask you is I forgot the question. It run out. It's jump out. I
I
have a
know.
jumping question.
Another one till the jumping one came back.
Yes. So yeah. I was going to ask something about about that process, and
Mhm.
it's honestly run out. Okay, how the people can work with you, how they can reach out to you, and yeah. I know the question. Sorry, I just remembered it. The question was about you said that if you're an existing coach, you can add it as a tool to your toolbox.
Absolutely.
But what if you're not qualified coach? Can you actually qualify
Yes.
that and use it to still to work to earn money with it?
Yes, you can. Absolutely, you can, because you can use it with clients. I'm teaching the method. If you're not coach, I will not qualify you to be a coach to separate the things. This is an additional certificate or studies according to what you want to do or you don't want to do. But even if you're not a coach, very good question. Thanks for this. And you want to use the method by itself? Yes, you can. You need to pass the course with me. Then you're getting certificates each time you pass it. Then you can get qualified instructor as I am, and then you can practice it with others. And
Which means that you actually can work this if you
on
qualify in
itself,
it. Yeah,
yes,
by itself, you're not classed as a coach, but you're classed as a K-Power instructor, which means that
yes,
you can still help people. Because I had few people inquiring that they don't have a coaching qualifications. They ask me if I can educate them into that method, or if I know somebody to educate them, if they can work after that,
yes.
earn money from it. So I really needed a clarification on that.
Yes, you can. As
That's
a qualified instructor, you can do that for them. Yes. Even
excellent.
though they are not coaches, they don't need to be. Like I said, I'm working with professional from and individuals from different areas. No matter someone is a coach, someone, like I said, is a psychologist, someone else is a teacher, another one is a
Massage
doctor,
therapist.
therapist. I even have
Yeah.
doctors. I even have doctors, and I'm working with doctors. Different specialization they have, different fields of medicine, but they are learning it to use it.
Can I ask you here something again? It just came
Mhm.
to my mind
Yeah,
because we did that online, and I know that you can work it in such a way where the client do the test on themselves alone. What if you're
absolutely.
in one room? Would you touch the client, or you will leave
No,
the client? No, when you do the points, or you will leave the client to do it on themselves? Because I'm a massage therapist. For example, I can
I
add this
understand.
into my room as an add-on. I'm qualified massage therapist, which means that I'm allowed to touch people.
That's
This
what
is
I wanted
how,
to tell you. That's the difference between you and
yeah.
me, because I'm not qualified massage therapist, respectively. From this point of view, my ethic is very strong, and I am sticking to this to do the things as they're supposed to be done. So I will not touch the client unless the client asks me to and they're fully aware of what's going on. And again, those will be only certain points, maybe points
On the back,
to
like
our
for
hand
example, some
or
points on
head
the back that cannot,
or the
because
back.
when I was doing it alone on the back, I was really struggling, and I was thinking if I was with a therapist next to me, they can press those points, it will make it more
Exactly.
easy. I was just wondering
In
if
this
there is
case,
any
yes.
barrier, yeah, any barrier where you cannot, or it is good if you do, because I can add it as an add-on to my massage clinic, actually, to add on.
You
Those are
can, yeah.
acupressure points, and
Absolutely.
yeah, we can do
You
still the
can,
test with the client, and we can do the cycle
they
that
have
really
to.
suits them. Yeah, yeah.
They have to do it with their own bodies because those are their own issues. So you need to run the test in order of this with their own body. But then to stimulate the points, you can, if you want to, if the client is okay. Me personally, I accepted that I'm showing them what to do, how to do, and they're just doing it with their own body.
It's really good because they can do it then at home alone, if you want to say
Mm-hmm.
it, when you do it the way you do it. But the other
Anywhere.
benefit is as well there. If it is, I was thinking to be incorporated into the massage if you, for example, train, work with massage therapist like me, like I can do the massage, and in between the massage, I can actually work on the whole body, those points specifically after we have done the test, which will be a great add-on to the treatment. It will be fully completed. But
If the person
yeah,
is okay with this, yes, you can do it. But again, you just need to take the relevant person consent, so they're okay with the whole thing.
yeah, I was thinking if they come specifically for a massage, just to be like an add-on to the
Yes, I think
service of the
that's
massage, not to be, because if I do a session on its own, probably I wouldn't. But if I do a complete set, sometimes I do like retreat days, or more inclusive practice.
absolutely perfect for retreat days, for example, because
Yeah,
you can stand up in front of people, you can show them what to do, how to do. They're doing it in the circle or room or wherever you are in front of you. That's absolutely great for
yeah,
retreats. Also, a way to use it, you can use it like you gave me an idea and thought to share with you. It is easy to be used, and you can do it for a couple of minutes, between 5 or 40 if you do the long cycle. But for example, I had a client, someone who had a fear to fly, and I show this client the self-soothing cycle, what to do and how to apply it before the flight, at the time of the flight if she needs to, and after. And the results were like, oh my God, it looked like something I've been dealing with and holding on for 10 years. It's gone. And it was absolutely amazing, because imagine you have that fear flight for different reasons. Usually those are emotional reasons and emotions buried. But imagine to get rid of something like this,
that's really
and you
good.
can fly normally. Or if you're in the plane, how above in the sky, where the usual normal fear will be, oh my God, what's happening, what I'm gonna do, I'm closed in this airplane. And usually people start shaking at this moment. I'm closed in this airplane, the brain start creating different stories, what I'm gonna do, I'm dying, I cannot free myself, I cannot jump, cannot do anything. And then just applying with your hand certain points on your head, you're calming yourself down for a couple of minutes, and this is passing. Wow.
Super good. Yeah, that's really cool. That's really, really good. And I do, by the way, retreats one-on-one as well, not only for group. Just yeah, I wanted
Also
to
good.
let you
Yeah,
know.
no matter what, how many
Yeah,
one-on-one or groups, still good.
yeah. Thank you so much. That was super good. So how people can contact you? You need to send me those contact details so that I can apply them in the description below.
Absolutely. I
After
will.
today's session, please don't forget.
Okay. I will.
In both languages, because we did was yesterday with Ellie. She's bilingual. So if any of you are listening us in English, but you know Bulgarian as well, so she works in Bulgarian language. Do you work actually in any other language, or only on those two?
English.
I mean English,
Mainly
Bulgarian.
English and Bulgarian, because those are my strong languages. If
Yeah.
I know other languages as well, but with those two, I express myself quite freely, so I make sure I'm understood and I can respond when people are asking questions and we need to explain something further. So that's for those reasons, to make sure everything's great and clean and clear, I'm using Bulgarian and English.
Okay, excellent. That's really great. So her contact details will be on the bottom of in the description. So if anybody want to get in touch with her for coaching or training or whatsoever reason, just to chat with her, she's a great listener, I can tell you. Get in touch with her. She's a great person. Yeah, is there anything you would like to add, or I don't know, I don't have any more questions. It was really excellent, great discussion actually, by the way, today. I really enjoyed it. Maybe because
Thank
yesterday we
you. Me
spoke
too.
in Bulgarian. Today I knew how to go a bit deeper in certain directions, just open up, and it was really good. Yeah, I
Thanks a
really
lot.
enjoyed it.
I really enjoy it as well. And also, what I want to share is, if you have any issue, even doesn't need to be issue. If something great happened to you, like today, I had a client and she came and we started the session. You know what? And that's a true story. We were supposed to have a session yesterday, but we postponed for today. And she came into such a great energy and she was like, I have to share with you. Even doesn't mean to be a negative emotion or feeling. Something great you experienced, share it with the world, because this will impact someone else and that will bring the smile to someone else. And also, if for some reason you're experiencing negative emotions or feelings or you're down, do not hesitate to spread that hand and look for help, because you'll be surprised how many people will respond, how many people will be ready to help you and to take you out of the place where you are at to a much, much better place. So I think together we can do more.
Yes, definitely. Thank you so much, Ellie, honestly, for being my guest for a second day in a row and in two languages. This is very rare opportunity with some of my guests. Usually, I will put as well subtitles to those so that they can be translated in other languages, so people can become aware of the K power and its powers. But this is the main thing, I to put the subtitles. But yeah, not only that, you can hear it clear on both languages, but as well the fact that you help people who are speaking two different languages. I think it's enormous thing, and it's really amazing, because you can help more people rather than a short span. Thank you so
Absolutely.
much,
Thank
and
you.
I will see you again soon. Thank you so much to all the listeners and everybody who watch us. Any questions,
Thank
feel
you.
welcome to jot them down, or once I upload the details of Elena, you can reach out to her personally and start the journey. Yes. Have a
Thank you
wonderful
so
week,
much
everyone.
to the listeners and to you for having me. It's been an absolute pleasure. Have a wonderful evening, everyone.
Thank you. Yeah, have a wonderful evening, everyone.